My name is Muradzo Vusani, and I'm here to make a short brief of introduction of the lesson plan that I've created for my grade 8 learners of geography. So today I'm going to talk about human settlement. Human settlement is basically a place where humans are living in. It's a place where it is influenced by different types of resources or human activities that are influencing movement of people or are influencing the settlement of people within a specific area. So for the purpose of these lessons, I have formulated different objectives that are going to help my learners to understand the topic. So one of the objectives that I formulated is uh, what is an settlement, and how how to understand the influences that comes with influencing humans to become situated in a certain areas. And I also set my objective for my learners to be able to distinguish between different types of settlement and different types of influencers or factors that are influencing human settlement in a particular region. So I formulated them in a manner that my learners must be able to distinguish those different characteristic or traits that are influencing human settlement in different region by the end of the lesson. So for the purpose of this lesson, I'm going to introduce it on my learners this way. I will make use of pictures of different areas, and then I will engage with my learners, asking them what are the features that they are seeing there, what they are seeing there, and what are the different features that they are seeing from one picture to another. Then I will also make use of the surrounding areas where we are currently situated in our classroom and our neighboring villages. Then I will ask them, what do you see around our communities? And from there on, that's where I will be telling them, or I will be introducing them to what we call human settlement in our studies. So by then they will have developed a background knowledge where they can understand, or okay, this is how we identify different type of human settlement, and this is how human settlement comes to be in a particular area. For these lessons, I will also make to use one of the effective tool in geography, which is Google Earth and other software that can make me see the visualizations of our planet at a broader scale. So I will use those tools to navigate and show my learners how different human settlement are situated across the world and across our country, and even in our local regions where natural resources are influencing human settlement. So I will make use of those tools, and I will also engage with my learners to be able to explore better at their own space and check and make their own exploration where they check different regions with human settlement and different influences that are different from one region to another. Those will be forming some of the critical skills that they can use going forward in engaging in geography, where they are able to use those different software that they can access and explore human geography. In these lessons, because it's incorporating the modern techniques where we are using electronic device, printers, projectors, laptop, and then will be used in the classroom. Mostly the laptop and the projector will be used to display the visuals that will be showing learners, because it's highly important to use colorful display for so that they can understand better and be able to remember what we were dealing with in the classroom. So those are the some of the materials that we're going to use in our classroom. And then I will also be facilitating the classroom by managing the learners on the activities and making sure that learners are engaging with me during my lesson. And I will also making sure that learners are paying consideration on the matters that we're dealing with at the end, and also learners are taking part by participation, by asking question and answering the question and taking notes where it's necessary. Those are some of the activities that learners will be doing in the classroom. So this it's one of advanced kind of lesson that will be taking place in the classroom. So it will be basically built on different phases, where I will also use printed pictures where I can incorporate learners that are bit uh, disadvantaged in using those sort of software, that I will be also showing to them learners on how they can explore different regions or different point of the world where they can look for human settlement and the influences that are causing such human settlement to be there. So those pictures will be highly recommended for the learners that are not critical or are not able to function those software at a higher speed, and then those other sort of software that will be used, or those other principles that will be used for viewing areas, will be highly advantageous for the learners that are capable for accessing the internet or using those software. Those are the kind of things that will be incorporated in the classroom, so that all of the learners are within the same space and they can understand what is happening, and they can understand what is human settlement and what are the influences of human settlement, and how to distinguish human settlement from one region to another or from one place to another. Those are the tools that will be used for learners, so that they can know, or this is what we must do, this is what we must look at. And then after the classroom have been conducted, there will be a summative assessment, and also at the end of the term we will conduct a formative assessment, where we assess the learner, the ability of them to distinguish between those two different or different types of human settlement, which can be rural and urban areas. So those are the some of the things that will be included in our settlement, and then in our human settlement assessment end of term. Those are the things that we'll be looking at for the from learners, how they can critically discuss, how they can explain what is human settlement. So those questions that will raise to them, they will form part to us to see whether our learners are able to understand what we have been told in our classroom. Those are the things that will be taking place in our classroom.